Hello there. Today we're diving deeper into the quotes of the great Greek philosopher Epicurus. We'll show you how you can use his wisdom to cultivate the right mindset for your well-being and self-discovery, no matter your current situation. Welcome to Q Mindset, where we share words of wisdom that gives you the right mindset for self-discovery. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. This quote offers them valuable insight. It suggests that you should focus on what you already have and be grateful for it, rather than constantly seeking more. By acknowledging and appreciating what you have, you can find contentment in the present moment and avoid feelings of dissatisfaction or unhappiness. It also encourages people to practice mindfulness and be present in the moment, rather than always looking toward the future. By focusing on what they have in the present, they can learn to enjoy the small moments in life and find joy in everyday experiences. This can help to cultivate a sense of gratitude and fulfillment, which can contribute to overall well-being and happiness. It is impossible to live a pleasant life without living wisely and justly. This quote emphasizes the importance of living a virtuous life in order to achieve happiness and contentment. Epicurus believed that the key to living a pleasant life is to live wisely, well, and justly. Living wisely involves making good choices and using sound judgment. Living well involves taking care of oneself and others, and finding pleasure in moderation. Living justly involves acting with fairness and treating others with respect. By living in accordance with these values, Epicurus believed that people could achieve a sense of inner peace and satisfaction. The quote suggests that a life of virtue is necessary in order to experience true happiness and fulfillment. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. This quote means that true wealth and happiness come from being satisfied with what you have, rather than constantly seeking more material possessions. In other words, you don't need to have a lot of money or possessions to be happy. Rather, you can find contentment in simple things and in being grateful for what you already have. This mindset can lead to greater feelings of satisfaction and fulfillment, as you are not constantly striving for more and more. Additionally, by living contentedly with little, you may find that you have more time and energy to devote to things that truly matter, such as relationships, personal growth, and meaningful experiences. Of all the things that wisdom provides to help one live one's entire life in happiness, the greatest by far is the possession of friendship. This quote emphasizes the importance of friendship in living a happy life. The ancient philosopher is suggesting that although wisdom is essential in finding happiness, it is not enough on its own. We also need the companionship of good friends. Having a positive mindset and building strong relationships with others can contribute significantly to our overall well-being. When we surround ourselves with supportive friends, we are more likely to feel happy, fulfilled, and emotionally stable. This is because friendship can offer us comfort, motivation, and a sense of belonging, which are all vital components of our mental and emotional health. The wise man who has become accustomed to necessities knows better how to share with others than how to take from them. Again, this suggests that a wise person who has learned to live a simple life and be content with the necessities, such as food, shelter, and clothing, is better equipped to share with others than to take from them. This mindset of being satisfied with the essentials and not constantly striving for more material possessions or wealth can lead to greater happiness and well-being. In the pursuit of happiness, it is important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and contentment with what we have, rather than always looking for more. When we focus on sharing with others rather than accumulating for ourselves, we can find a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. This can lead to a more sustainable form of happiness that is not dependent on external circumstances or material possessions. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. One's mindset plays a significant role in determining their level of satisfaction and contentment. It suggests that someone who constantly wants more and is never satisfied with what they have will likely never find true happiness and well-being. Instead, they will always be chasing after more and constantly feeling unfulfilled. Therefore, the key to finding happiness and well-being is to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and contentment with what one already has. It's not about having everything or accumulating more and more. but rather about learning to appreciate and find joy in the simple things in life. By focusing on the present moment and being grateful for what one already has, one can find. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. The quote suggests that death should not concern us because it is not present in our current existence. Essentially, as long as we are alive, we should focus on living in the present moment rather than worrying about something that is inevitable and beyond our control. This quote can be seen as a reminder to focus on the present and to appreciate each moment as it comes. It encourages a mindset that values the time we have and seeks to make the most of it, rather than worrying about what may come in the future. By embracing the present moment, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and gratitude for the experiences we have now. This can help us to find happiness and well-being in our current lives, rather than waiting for some future event or circumstance to bring us joy. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. This quote suggests that living well and dying well are interconnected and should be approached with the same mindset. The idea is that by living a good life, one can also die peacefully and contentedly. This quote highlights the importance of living a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. It encourages individuals to focus on the present moment and make the most out of every day. By doing so, one can cultivate a positive and healthy mindset that allows one to approach death with acceptance and peace. Therefore, by prioritizing self-care, pursuing one's passions, and maintaining healthy relationships, one can create a fulfilling life and prepare themselves for a peaceful end. Ultimately, the art of living well is the art of dying well, and by living each day to the fullest, one can find happiness and contentment in both life and death. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confident knowledge that they will help us. This quote highlights the importance of having a supportive network of friends in our lives. It suggests that it's not just the act of receiving help from our friends that benefits us, but rather the knowledge that we have people in our lives who are willing to help us when we need it. In terms of mindset, this quote emphasizes the value of cultivating positive beliefs about our social connections. By recognizing the importance of supportive relationships, we can shift our focus toward building and maintaining these connections, which can, in turn, lead to greater happiness and well-being. In all, this quote may serve as a reminder to prioritize relationships and seek out social support when needed. It can also inspire a more positive and optimistic outlook on life by highlighting the value of having people in our lives who care about us and want to see us thrive. We must exercise ourselves in the things which bring happiness, since, if that be present, we have everything, and if that be absent, all our actions are directed toward attaining it. This suggests that happiness is not something that we can obtain through external means or material possessions, but rather something that comes from within. The quote highlights the power of our mindset and how we can shape our actions and behaviors in pursuit of happiness. It encourages us to cultivate a positive mindset and to practice activities and behaviors that bring us joy and fulfillment. By doing so, we can achieve a sense of contentment and satisfaction that is not dependent on external factors. Not what we have but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. True abundance and happiness in life do not come from material possessions or external factors, but from the enjoyment of what we have. It is not about the quantity of what we have, but the quality of our experiences and how we choose to perceive them. In terms of mindset, it emphasizes the importance of gratitude, mindfulness, and a positive outlook, as they are the keys to experiencing true abundance in life. Instead of always wanting more, we can learn to appreciate and find joy in what we already have, which can lead to a greater sense of well-being and satisfaction. It is better to be a beggar than to be ungrateful. Having gratitude and appreciation for what we have, even if it may seem little, is more valuable than having material possessions without gratitude. When we have a mindset of gratitude, we are able to find happiness and contentment in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking more or feeling dissatisfied with what we have. This is because gratitude helps us to focus on what we do have rather than what we lack. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we can shift our perspective and find joy in even the smallest things, which can lead to a greater sense of well-being and happiness in our lives. Nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little. It is important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and contentment with what one has, rather than always focusing on what one lacks. This doesn't mean that one should not have goals and aspirations, but rather that one should appreciate what they have accomplished and what they already have while working towards their goals. The mind that is not baffled is not employed. This quote by Wendell Berry suggests that a mind that is not challenged or puzzled is not really being used to its full potential. To cultivate a mindset based on this, to achieve these things, you should be willing to challenge your own thoughts and beliefs. You should not simply accept your current mindset and the limitations it may impose. This quote can also be interpreted to mean that a person's current negative mindset may be a hindrance to their recovery. They need to challenge their negative thoughts and try to see things from a different perspective. By doing so, they can actively engage their mind and begin to change their thought patterns, leading to a more positive outlook and improved well-being. Let us indulge in our own pleasures as long as they are innocent, and let us not be ashamed of them. This quote suggests that we should allow ourselves to enjoy the innocent pleasures of life without feeling ashamed or guilty about them. Many people, particularly those who are constantly striving for success or trying to meet the expectations of others, may feel guilty for taking time to enjoy simple pleasures. This mindset can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. By embracing this quote, individuals can shift their mindset to one that values and prioritizes their own happiness and well-being. Instead of feeling guilty or ashamed for enjoying simple pleasures, they can recognize the importance of these moments and allow themselves to fully experience and appreciate them. This can help promote a greater sense of happiness and well-being, as well as reduce feelings of stress and overwhelm. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. The greater the challenge or obstacle that we face, the greater the satisfaction and sense of accomplishment we feel when we overcome it. This quote implies that having a positive and resilient mindset can help us view challenges as opportunities to grow and improve, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. For example, if someone is facing a difficult situation that is impacting their happiness and well-being, they can try to shift their mindset towards one of growth and learning. By reframing the challenge as an opportunity to develop their resilience and problem-solving skills, they can approach it with a more positive and proactive attitude. The time when most of you should withdraw into yourself is when you are forced to be in a crowd. There are times when it's important to withdraw from the noise and distractions of the outside world and turn inward. This is especially true when we find ourselves in a crowd or surrounded by people, which can often be overwhelming and draining for many individuals. The quote is an important reminder that finding happiness and well-being requires a certain mindset and approach to life. It's essential to take time for introspection and self-reflection, to understand one's own needs and desires, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and calmness. In today's world, where we are often bombarded with external stimuli and pressured to constantly engage with others, it can be challenging to find moments of solitude and stillness. However, Epicurus' quote encourages us to prioritize this kind of introspection, recognizing that it's necessary for our mental and emotional well-being. By taking time for ourselves and withdrawing from the noise of the world, we can better connect with our inner selves and find the happiness and contentment we seek. Of all the means which wisdom acquires to ensure happiness throughout the whole of life, by far the most important is friendship. The emphasis here is placed on the crucial role of friendship in ensuring a happy life. While there are many things that can contribute to our happiness, such as material possessions, success, or good health, true and lasting happiness comes from having meaningful relationships with others. The quote suggests that developing a mindset focused on cultivating and nurturing friendships is key to achieving happiness and well-being. It implies that by valuing and prioritizing our friendships, we can build a supportive and loving network of people who care about us and bring us joy. Friendship also helps us to navigate the challenges and difficulties that life inevitably throws our way. By having people we can turn to in times of need, we can feel more resilient and better equipped to cope with stress and adversity. If thou wilt make a man happy, Add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. The great philosopher Epicurus suggests that if we want to be truly happy, we need to shift our focus from what we don't have to what we do have, and learn to appreciate and be content with it. To apply this to our lives, we can start by identifying our desires and expectations, and questioning whether they are truly necessary for our well-being. We can also practice gratitude and focus on the positive aspects of our lives rather than dwelling on what we lack. By adopting a mindset of contentment and gratitude, we can find true happiness and well-being, even if we don't have all the material possessions we desire. We do not so much need the help of our friends as the confidence of their help in need. This one's my favorite. The quote emphasizes the importance of having confidence that our friends will be there to help us in our time of need. When we face difficult situations or struggle with negative thoughts and emotions, having supportive friends can make all the difference. You don't need to have a dozen friends, you just need that one or two persons whom you can call to laugh with, cry to, jubilate with, and of course, mutually support each other. In terms of mindset, it's essential to cultivate a sense of trust and confidence in our relationships with others. When we believe that our friends will be there to support us, we are better equipped to navigate challenging situations and maintain a positive outlook. Additionally, having a strong support system can provide us with a sense of belonging and connection, which are essential components of overall happiness and well-being. Which of these quotes was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Bye for now.